The next document is dock warrant. See, dock means it is a place in the harbor where the goods are kept before it is being loaded into the ship. Okay, or else sometimes the goods which are imported, for which the duty has not been paid by the owner, till he pays the duty, he cannot take delivery of the goods. Till such time, the goods will be in the dock only. So, dock is a place, is a warehouse which is maintained by the shipping authorities or that particular harbor shipping authorities. Till the time the goods are being loaded into the ship, the goods will be stored in the dock. And the dock warrant is a title deed which is issued by the dock authorities. Dock authorities means the people who are in charge of the dock. And it is again a document which certifies that this particular individual is the owner of this particular commodity. So it is the document which shows the title of goods. And to take the delivery of the goods from the dock, the title, this dock warrant has to be brought by the owner, or he can, or a third party also can bring the dock warrant and take delivery of the goods. Okay, so the right to take delivery of the goods can also be given to a third party also, telling that this particular individual will come and collect the goods on behalf of the owner. That also can be specified. So this dock warrant is again a document, that is a document of title of goods, issued by whom? The dock authorities. Next is dock receipt. See, once the goods are being received by the dock authorities, immediately they will give a receipt to the owner stating that these goods have been received by the dock authorities. This dock receipt is not a title of good, is not a document of title of goods. It doesn't specify that this particular individual is any person. The office staff also can come and give the goods to the dock authorities and take the receipt of the receipt from the dock authorities. It is just an acknowledgement stating that the goods has been received by the dock authorities, and therefore the right of taking the delivery of the goods also cannot be transferred. So the goods cannot be transferred, the taking the delivery of the goods also cannot be transferred to another person. And delivery order, I think I told you while talking about the warehouse warrant. Delivery order, when a portion of the, when a specified quantity of the commodity has to be taken from the warehouse, the owner of the goods issues a delivery order. He directs the warehouse keeper to deliver that much specified goods to the party whose name is mentioned in the document, or to the bearer of the order. This type of document you call it as delivery order. And the warehouse keeper delivers the goods as per the instructions which is specified in the delivery order. So transfer of ownership also takes place only through this document. Now the difference between the warehouse warrant and the warehouse receipt is given. Warehouse warrant, it is a document showing the title of goods. This is not a document showing the title of goods. Next is warrant is, it is an acknowledgement for the receipt of goods. It is given by the authority to get delivery of the goods by the owner or by the third party. But whereas receipt, it is just an acknowledgement that the goods have been received. Again, it can be negotiated or transferred to some other person, but whereas the receipt cannot be transferred to another person. And this warehouse warrant, it can be pledged in the banks and financial institutions, and loans can be taken against this as collaterals, with taking these goods as collateral securities, because it is a document of title of goods. Whereas this receipt, it cannot be taken as a collateral security. Fifth point is delivery of the goods effected by surrendering the warrant with endorsement. See, to deliver the goods to a third person, the warrant is given, or else if part of the goods have to be given, the delivery of the goods is done by endorsing. Here the delivery is effected by surrendering the receipt. Once you want to take the delivery of the goods, you have to surrender the receipt with the letter from the depositor. So no more you will be having the receipt after you take the delivery of the goods. Next is, what are the warehouses which exist in India? Next is, see, our Indian economy is agrarian in nature. That is, more so we are dependent only on agriculture. We produce more of agriculture commodities. So the importance of warehousing is very much felt from 1950 onwards, because agriculture contributes almost 16% of our overall GDP, and it approximately it accounts for 52% of our population is engaged in agriculture. So it is estimated that 40% of our agricultural producers, okay, of our agricultural goods are going waste because we don't have proper storage facility. Okay, these are the census that are taken, and the need for warehousing was understood. So the recommendations of the All India Rural Credit Survey Committee, they gave the recommendation and enacted an act called as Development and Warehousing Corporation Act in the year 1956, and they organized to set up National Cooperative Development and Warehousing Boards for agricultural cooperatives and for warehousing. Now let us see what are the main warehousing agencies which are run by the public sector. See, the three main agencies in the public sector who are engaged in the large scale facilities are: first is Food Corporation of India, Central Warehousing Corporation, State Warehousing Corporation. So let us see what is Food Corporation of India. Food Corporation of India, FCI. They provide storage facilities for food grains only. The name itself, Food Corporation of India, food grains are being stored here, and the storage capacity of this warehouse is approximately about 74.6 million tons. And this FCI is set up under the Food Corporation Act, which was passed in 1964. The main objective of this FCI is, first thing is to distribute the food grains throughout the country. For what reason? For public distribution system. Public distribution system is nothing but the ration shops and the fair price shops which are run by the government. To supply the goods to the public distribution, PDS, public distribution system, goods are being stocked in the warehouses, in the FCI. Next is to see that the effective price support operations and safeguarding the interest of the farmers. To see that the farmers are given proper adequate price for the commodity that they have produced. Next is maintaining satisfactory level of operational and buffer stock of food grains to ensure national food security. See, one of our important objective of national food security is that food supply should be adequate. There should be continuous supply of food commodities to the population. This is one of the important objective of national food security of our India. So, the main work of supplying the goods, having buffer stock also is a function of Food Corporation of India. Next is Central Warehousing Corporation. This was established in the year 1957. In the year 1957, the capacity of the Central Warehousing Corporation is about 11.17 million tons. What is the capacity? 11.17 million tons, and it operates through 464 warehouses all around India. Throughout the country, we have got Central Warehousing Corporation is 464 warehouses are there, which is operated by the Central Warehousing Corporation. Now let us see what are the functions of the Central Warehousing Corporation. First thing is they act as an agency service. For what? For storing the agricultural produces, seeds, manures, fertilizers, agricultural implements, and all the notified commodities. Whichever is being produced seasonally, that has to be supplied to the people throughout the year, such agriculture commodities are being stored by the Central Warehouse Corporation. Next is, it issues a negotiable warehouse receipt. See, it issues a receipt, negotiable receipt, which can be utilized, which means almost a warrant, which could be utilized for taking loan facilities by producing these goods in the financial institutions. It acts as a title of goods. So the owner of the goods can take credit facilities from the bank using this negotiable instrument. Next is to preserve the produce deposited. The goods which are kept in the warehouse should be protected against the insects and the pest, and it should be preserved from deterioration because of moisture and dampness. There should not be any dampness into the warehouse. Okay, no moisture content should be there. So the agricultural produces should be always kept in dry storage place only. So the act of the government agencies to act as an agent for the government for purchasing and sale, storage and distribution of specified commodities and transporting to and from the warehouses. these central warehouses, they act as agency for the government. They purchase the goods on behalf of the government. They sell the goods to the public distribution services, and not only that, they transport the goods on behalf of the government. Next is they reduce the storage cost of storing and facilitates the marketing of produce through proper grading. They do the grading also, the first grade of rice, second grade of rice. Okay, they do the grading, they and all these are done, and the cost of storage is also reduced when the government agencies, they themselves do this work of grading. The next type of warehousing, state warehousing corporation. Every state is given the power to have their own warehousing corporation, and after getting the approval from the central warehouse corporation. Central warehouse corporation is run by the central government, where 464 warehouses are there throughout the country. Now for the state warehousing corporation, 50% of its capital is contributed by the central warehousing corporation, and the balance 50 is given by the state government. So that is the reason why it is called as state warehousing corporation. Whatever the function that is done by the central warehousing corporation, the same function is being done by the state warehousing corporation also. Next is Tamil Nadu Warehousing Corporation. It was established in the year 1959. The capacity of that is 6.83 lakh metric tons. How much? 6.83 lakh metric tons, with almost 7 regional offices are there, because we are one of the leading producers of agricultural commodities when we compare the whole country. So it is considered to be one of the biggest public warehouses operating in the state. It offers all the logistic services to supply the goods to the place of requirement, and 7 regional offices are there, and there are almost 256 godowns across Tamil Nadu state. So this is the work of the Tamil Nadu Warehousing Corporation is very, very remarkable indeed. So with this, we are finishing this lesson. I have just put today's class as 2 parts of videos. Okay, so go through both the videos, and I don't want to homework. Okay, fine. See, for today's homework, I wanted you to write the 2 long answers. Okay, I wanted you to write the 2 long answers. What are the 2 long answers? The different types of warehouses and the advantages of warehousing function. Okay, that's all children. Have a good day. Bye-bye.